Hello everyone and welcome to Workforce Workshop. I'm your host Chiraz Kelly, and today we're diving into a topic that's on a lot of people's minds these days: recession-proof jobs. Which sectors are most resilient? As the global economy faces the challenges of inflation, rising living costs, and the looming threat of a recession, many workers are wondering how to safeguard their careers. Which industries hold up best in times of economic uncertainty? How can you prepare yourself for downturns? And what does it mean to have a recession-proof job in 2024? Stick with me as we break down which sectors weather recessions best and what strategies you can use to keep your career on solid ground, no matter what happens in the economy. What does recession-proof really mean? So let's get right to it. What exactly do we mean when we say recession-proof job? Does such a thing even exist? Well, the short answer is sort of. No job is completely immune to the effects of a recession, but there are industries and roles that historically perform better in economic downturns than others. These are jobs that are less sensitive to market fluctuations because they provide essential services or fulfill ongoing needs, no matter the economic climate. A recession, by definition, means a reduction in economic activity, typically lasting for a few months or more. People and businesses spend less money, and industries that rely heavily on consumer spending like retail, travel, or luxury goods tend to take a hit. But sectors tied to essential goods, public services, healthcare, and sometimes even technology often manage to hold their own. Why is that? It's simple. During a recession, people still need to eat, take care of their health, and send their kids to school. Governments still need to operate, and many businesses can't function without certain services, like its support or logistics. But even in these resilient sectors, not every job is safe. However, there are roles that are considered more recession-resistant than others. So let's dig into the specific industries that tend to fare best during economic downturns. Healthcare, always in demand. Let's start with healthcare, one of the most reliable sectors when it comes to job stability in any economic climate. People get sick whether the economy is thriving or in a downturn. Health problems don't wait for a recession to end, and neither does the demand for medical care. Jobs in nursing, pharmacy, mental health services, and elderly care are often considered recession-proof. During economic downturns, there may even be an increase in certain types of healthcare needs. Think about the mental health toll that economic stress can have on individuals and families. Additionally, the aging population means that demand for healthcare workers continues to grow, regardless of the economy's health. If you're in the healthcare sector or considering a career change, this might be one of the most stable fields you can enter. Whether it's working as a nurse, a physician's assistant, or a technician, healthcare jobs tend to offer security that few other sectors can match during a recession. Government and public sector serving essential functions. Next up is the government and public sector. Governments don't shut down during recessions, and many public services need to continue regardless of the economic situation. This makes jobs in the public sector some of the most resilient when it comes to weathering a recession. Teachers, postal workers, public health officials, and law enforcement are often considered essential services, which means their jobs are less likely to be affected by economic slowdowns. Even in times of economic hardship, governments still need to run schools, maintain public safety, and provide social services. In fact, during a recession, there may be increased demand for certain government roles, especially those related to social services or unemployment support. Workers in the public sector also tend to have stronger job protections than those in the private sector, making their roles more secure. However, it's important to note that some government-funded positions can be impacted by budget cuts or shifts in political priorities. So while this sector is generally stable, it's not completely immune to economic fluctuations. Technology, adapting and innovating. Now, let's talk about technology, which is a bit of a wild card when it comes to recession-proof jobs. While some tech companies, particularly startups, can struggle during economic downturns, many tech roles are still in high demand because businesses rely on technology more than ever to stay competitive, cut costs, and improve efficiency. Think about roles like its support, cybersecurity, software development, and cloud computing. These are areas that remain crucial for companies to maintain operations, especially as more businesses move their processes online or adopt digital tools to survive. Even during a recession, companies can't afford to let their infrastructure fall apart. They need to protect their data, streamline their operations, and stay connected to customers. Tech workers who specialize in these areas are often seen as critical to keeping a business running smoothly, which makes their roles more secure. Furthermore, the tech industry's constant push for innovation means there are always opportunities for new solutions, even during tough economic times. Companies may be looking for ways to cut costs, but they'll also invest in technology that helps them automate, reduce expenses, or better serve customers. Education is a stable necessity. Education is another sector that tends to be recession-resistant. Schools don't close during a recession, and kids still need to be taught. In fact, during downturns, many people return to school or pursue additional training in hopes of improving their job prospects, which can increase demand for educators and administrators. While public school funding can be subject to government budget cuts, education is still a critical function in society. Teachers, educational support staff, and even those working in higher education tend to have more stability during recessions. Moreover, as people look to retrain or upskill to remain competitive in a changing job market, adult education and vocational training programs can also see increased demand. So, if you're in the education sector, especially in areas related to training or workforce development, you may find more opportunities opening up, even during economic slowdowns. Utilities and essential services powering through the downturn. Finally, let's not forget about utilities and essential services. Think about the things we absolutely cannot do without electricity, water, gas, internet, and telecommunications. These services are critical no matter what the economy is doing. Jobs in utilities, maintenance, and infrastructure are often considered recession-proof because these services are indispensable. People still need to heat their homes, keep the lights on, and have access to the internet. Workers in these industries tend to have job security during downturns, and companies that provide these essential services are often insulated from the worst effects of a recession. In fact, some roles within these industries, such as repair and maintenance jobs, might even see increased demand during a recession, as people and businesses try to maintain their current infrastructure rather than investing in new projects. How can you prepare for a recession-proof career? So, now that we've talked about the most resilient sectors, what can you do to recession-proof your career? 1. Develop transferable skills no matter which industry you're in. Focusing on skills that can be applied across multiple sectors can help you remain flexible. Critical thinking, problem-solving, communication, and digital literacy are all valuable, no matter the job. 2. Consider certifications and further training if you're looking to enter one of these recession-resistant fields or want to strengthen your position in your current role. Consider investing in additional training or certifications. Specialized skills can help set you apart from the competition. 3. Network within resilient industries. If you're considering a career switch, start building connections within these more resilient sectors. Having a strong network can help you access opportunities even in tough times. 4. Stay informed, keep up with trends in your industry. Understanding how your sector is being impacted by economic shifts can help you make strategic decisions about your career path. Recessions are tough, but having a clear understanding of which jobs and sectors are more resilient can help you navigate these uncertain times. Whether you're already in one of these industries or thinking about transitioning, focusing on sectors like healthcare, government, technology, education, and utilities can provide more stability when the economy takes a downturn. Thank you for tuning in to Workforce Workshop. I'm Chiraz Kelly, and I hope this episode has given you some valuable insights into how to recession-proof your career. Be sure to subscribe and join us next time for more discussions on navigating today's complex workforce. Until then, stay proactive, stay informed, and stay ahead of the curve.